In this video we're working on the Santa Fe Sport, and we are going to be replacing the lower control arms. The ball joints are bad in the old one, so we're just going to replace the whole arm. The bushings do wear out as well, which is why I'm doing the whole arm and not just the ball joint. These would be pretty simple to do just the ball joint if you want to do that. We're going to put the jack stand in under there before we get started. We've got an impact ratchet, and these are the tools I am using. Feel free to substitute if you want to use different tools. This job is pretty straightforward unless your bolts are seized and you have to cut them out. I did the other side and it went pretty straightforward. I've got some needle nose pliers, a new cotter pin, hammer, 17, 18, 19 impact sockets, an extension, a 17 and a 19 wrench, an extendable ratchet or a breaker bar, and I'm going to use the pickle fork. If you are disassembling this and going to reuse the ball joint, do not use that, use something else. Separating, I'm going to spray everything with MP before we get going, and I've got new hardware here. I probably could have reused the old hardware from this on the other side, but you never know if a bolt's going to be seized or if you're going to ruin the threads or something. So I've got 3 bolts and 2 nuts, so there's going to be a bolt here, a bolt here, a bolt here, and your nut's going to go on top of here and at the end of the bolt here. So we're also going to be using a torque wrench at the end. This is the A-arm from the other side, and you can see this ball joint here. It's pretty bad. It's up and down movement. There shouldn't be up and down movement in that clunk there. So let's get going. So first step is to take your needle nose pliers and remove that cotter pin and discard it. So I'm just going to say this is the method that worked for me. There may be other methods or orders in which to do this job. Do your own research, consult a professional, or take it to a professional to do if you're not comfortable. We're going to go ahead and remove our ball joint nut, and it is a 17 head 18 nut. So I'm going to put the 17 wrench on the head and the 18 socket on the nut. Okay, there's our bolt with the nut removed. If you are reusing this, you're going to have to be careful about getting it out. This one is kind of stuck, and I have a new bolt, so I'm just going to hit with a hammer. Let's go for the 17 millimeter, and we'll just put the impact right on it. Okay, now 19, we got the 19 wrench on top. Okay, now we can separate our ball joint. You can use a pickle fork. And here, I'm going to do it from the other side, just so I can film at the same time. Okay, that's separated. Got all this loose. Let's go back and remove our other bolts completely. So the only thing holding up the A-arm at this point is friction. We're just going to give it a couple whacks to drop it down, and then we'll wiggle it out from the frame. Here's our old one, and as you can see, that's pretty bad. Okay, so with our old arm removed, we can wiggle our new one up into place, and you pretty much have to have all 3 bolt holes lined up before you can insert any of them. You may want your hammer just to tap your arm. we're close there. We're close there. I was able to get the ball joint tapped up in, and I slid that bolt in through. I was then able to wiggle the arm around a little bit and get that one tapped up through there. And this one's pretty easy to manipulate. And this bolt goes in there, but we can easily tap it into place too. Okay, so I did torque this spindle bolt here down to 80 foot-pounds, and then we will tighten up our first frame bolt there, but not torque it yet. We're going to torque it when there's weight back on the front control arm. When we want to do that is because we want to have this bushing loaded at the correct position. If we torque it down, then this bushing is always going to be torqued. Basically, we want it sitting at a neutral position when it's tightened so that it can flex. If it's constantly flexed, it will wear out quickly. These two bolts here go to 100 foot-pounds. So what we do to set the correct preload height to torque our 8 arms is put a jack under the arm with the car on the jack stand and jack it up. And what you're doing is compressing the shock, and you want to stop before the car starts lifting off. So just when the car starts to move, so you want to do that slowly, and then we'll go in there with the torque wrench and torque that down to 100, and then we'll come back here and torque that one to 100 too, and then that part of the install is done. We'll put our wheel back on and good to go. So like I said before, please do your own research and consult a professional before attempting this, and we definitely want to do a alignment after this job. So thanks for watching.